Welcome back. In this question, we're going to find the domain of definition of f. Our f is given by the square root of 9 minus the square root of 9 minus x squared. The key idea here is that we start from the inside out. So the first condition that we need to have the square root of 9 minus x squared defined. So here 9 or the square root of 9 minus x squared defined means that we need to have 9 minus x squared bigger than 0. Okay, so if it is defined and 9 minus x squared bigger than 0, it means if we add x squared to both sides, that it's adding, adding x squared to both sides of star, which is this one. Okay, we're gonna have 9 bigger than x squared, but we are used to this writing x squared is less than 9. Okay, so in our case, this is a positive number. X squared is always positive for any value of x. So when I take the square root is a increasing function. So I'm gonna have the square root of x squared less than the square root of 9. I know the square root of 9 is 3, but here I have to be careful. So this is absolute value, the absolute value of x less than 3. So the square root of x squared is the absolute value of x. Okay, and this means that x is between minus 3 and 3. This is my first condition here. So having the square root of 9 minus x squared defined means that x is between minus 3 and 3, and we know that. Next, we need to have this one defined, okay? The whole quantity inside the square root. So that means we need to have what are the values that would make this one defined, okay? So this one defined means that it's bigger than 0 since it's inside the square root, okay? So what are the values of x? So here we can do the same thing. We can add or we can multiply by or we can do any way we want. So 9 is bigger than the square root of 9 minus x squared. And once we square both sides, we get 81 is bigger than 9 minus x squared. That means 72 is bigger than minus x squared. Okay, and this is true for all the x's. Okay, so no matter what x we have, okay, especially we have 72 is bigger than any x minus x squared. That means this set is x in R, the whole set of numbers. Okay, and therefore we need to intersect these two. Okay, so once we intersect these two, we have the domain is minus 3, 3. Therefore the domain is minus 3, 3. Okay, so this is a quick way of finding the domain. Otherwise would mean that we can see that this is part of a circle. Okay, so this is a part of a circle, but that would take longer. Okay, so this is the quickest way. I believe this is the quickest way of finding the domain. I hope I didn't make any mistakes. I didn't check, I didn't edit the video. The video, you get it as it is. If you see any errors or mistakes, please let me know. So the domain here is minus 3, 3. I want to check with my calculator, but it stopped working. After a long time, it's not working anymore. I don't know what's the problem. Thank you very much.